seconds to CSM active.
CSM active.
Rog, CSM active.
AOS CSM.
Rog, CSM.
Columbia, Houston, we're standing by, over.
Good evening. How's it going, Tavian? Good to see you. Hope things are well on your end. Ugh. Had a bit of a stress because I was preparing for the stream by very carefully upgrading stations and making sure everything was ready until I realized I ran out of mission control and completely killed the campaign, basically. So I had to reload the save and start again. So I'm a little bit further behind than I wanted to be, but it's probably a really good lesson to notice that we're out of mission control. I want to just give it a couple seconds to see if anyone else jumps on, but one of the things that I have done is we have a new station under construction with the last of our mission control. This is the Stank Tank, and the Stank Tank is our first mission control station. And until it is complete, we can't really build any more space-based assets. One of the things I really wanted to do this stream was use our Marines to capture enemy resourcing operations to deal with our negative income on volatiles. But I'm not going to be able to do that because I don't have any mission control to take over those bases. But that should change quite quickly. We're going to have to retask our research as well. Oh, cool. I was going to say I do enjoy a meeting, but that's not true. I used to enjoy meetings. Let's just check a couple things here. One thing I wanted to do was see if I can find the Korea Unification Project, which might take a couple seconds. It says European decolonization, Cape Siberia, Katanga. I don't think that's it. No. Broadcast outlet. Is this? I'm also looking for mission control research. Break up Pakistan, Nordic Federation, our own way. I think that's Germany. Yeah. Around Hungary, Central America. Break up Indonesia is not what I want. A period of unity. Vietnam unity. I want Korean. Command center. I want to definitely I can't believe I said that as obsolete. West African, unification of the Maghreb. Exactly. It does depend on the meeting, doesn't it? I've been doing a lot of interviews recently. I actually really enjoy it. Southeast Asian Alliance, Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi. That's Vietnam. Kuala Lumpur, Yangon Biak, Singapore. So that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, the disruptive individual. That's usually me, to be honest. I interrupt everybody. Southeast Asian Alliance. I think that's what I was just looking at. No, yeah. Nigeria Confederation, Grand Columbia Crash Training Program. I'm just trying to find this. There should be a research to United Malay Nation. That's not quite it. Bantu Nation. That's South Africa. South American. Liberating Mainland China. Taiwan claims a claim on Beijing. Huh. That's an interesting one. Greater Indonesia. Greater Malaysia. Let's bring Malaysia and Thailand together. Doesn't look like I can see one for what I was looking for, but what I did manage to do was find where is it? Command centers, which we actually need to research pretty. If I worked from home more, I would definitely be like that as well. Look at my cats. We definitely need to get command centers researched pretty urgently. Now that I've recognized that we have a really big problem with mission control. That's so cool. I bet that was distracting from the meeting. Alright, how are things looking in general? Well, we had some stuff going on Earth that really we need to pay some attention to. One thing that's happened is since we've turned Samantha Bustamante, I think everyone has become exposed to humanity first.
Ready to go.
Which is a little bit concerning.
Ready
Just
to
all of a
go.
sudden, everybody, like, humanity first know where everybody is.
I'm here.
So I think the first thing I'm going to
Standing
do
by for
is...
orders.
We need to get Fire to go to ground because everybody knows where he is, and we need to start investigating.
Acknowledged.
I think at the moment Guy is looking for the alien. There was an alien who went to ground somewhere last stream. I tried to capture them, I lost them. So we want to make sure we get hold of that alien. But we also want to find out why everybody is potentially turning on us. I did set this turn up, so we're spending 2 people are investigating an activity. Guy is checking to see if this is the alien that we lost, and then Fire and Distal are cracking down here. One thing I want to do with this stream is work on public opinion inside Riva so they rebel a lot less. Let's have a quick look at enemy ships that are coming in as well, because there's going to be some stuff happening at the start of this stream. I think we're in April 2037. Just take a second to load. So the Doom Fleet still isn't doing anything. They're no interest to us. We have a fleet coming on the 17th of July. We're not worried about that yet. We have another fleet coming on the 6th of October. I think that's it for now. Alright, so what we're mainly doing at the moment is we're waiting for the rest of our construction to complete, which should help deal with our money situation. And then once we've got the mission control for it, we're going to start upgrading our mines. Yeah, so we're currently spending boost, I think, to deal with this. Hey Zach, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, so we're starting the stream here with me realizing that spending has been a little bit flagrant in the last couple of streams, and we're now in a position where we're actually out of mission control and in a bit of a deficit. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time maybe just recovering from that. Let's confirm the assignments for the turn, and we'll get time ticking forward. But really, most important thing we're waiting for right now is just for stuff to complete construction. What we need to do is just keep an eye out for any sign of any aliens as well. Agents for the Resistance has spotted Council of Humanity first. Hey Crash Test, good to see you. How's it going? Okay, they're protecting somebody. These nanofacts will start coming online now, which is good. That was also some geriatric facilities.
Complete.
So that was an Academy agent, it was not the alien. Command centers have been researched, that's very good for us. We need that technology quite urgently. Network intrusion project protocols, that's a bit late for that. Let's go back to ferrocite scanners for now. And what I'm going to do is we're going to jump over to our new space station, which is the Stank Tank. There it is. And what I'll do is I'll just start upgrading all of these operation centers, these to command centers now, so that when they finish construction, we don't have to rebuild them. Or can I actually do that yet? Command center. I can just set them. I literally just started construction of this, but I don't know where the. That's frustrating. I don't actually know where the. Well, these are all op center, ops. Yeah, it's the ones that look like this. Unless do any of the ag centers look like this? Ops. Okay, it looks like all of the ones that look like this are op centers. So we're just going to replace those with command centers. We need more power. So we'll replace this one with a fusion reactor farm. Then we'll replace this one with a command center. This one with a command center. This one with a command center. It's fine, we've got enough money for all of this. So these just give +2 mission control, which is why we're building them. Because okay, now we need more power. So we'll build a fusion reactor farm here. Now we need more command centers. Done. Command center. Command center. Okay, we need more power again. So that'll be a fusion reactor farm. And then this will be a command center. Yeah, okay. It's going to take a year for that to complete, unfortunately, but we don't have the mission control to start another one yet. Once we get a bit more mission control, I want to found another station and build more mission control on it, because that's our main problem right now. We're in desperate need of mission control. Our fleets are just too big. It's not that we're like tight. We just have really big fleets of ships. Precision focusing software. Shipboard laser weapons do 10% bonus damage. That seems like a good pickup. The station has guns mishaps. Don't worry. It has battle stations on it. I'm very aware that the aliens would quite like to potentially do something about that. Automated mining complexes. And that's what I want. Precision focusing software, there we go. 10% more laser damage, why not?
Things are.
And hi, how's it going? Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle. I was going to spend... I spent some time pre-stream upgrading loads of stations and habs on planets. And then I realized that we didn't have any mission control left. I had to reload the save and roll all of that back before I started the stream. New project development. Neural engineering allows augmenting our councils with the following cybernetics implants. This seems important. Let's get this researched as well. We'll change out advanced climate modeling for neural engineering. Oh, one other thing I need to do
Standing by.
is change up our research because we don't need to fast research precision focusing software. All right. So we're just waiting on lots of construction is really what's happening right now. Lots and lots of construction. Automated solar collectors, I'm not really that interested in that. Resistance fleet Romeo 229 completes transfer. This is our Marines. So now what we can do is we can combine. Where's task group Mook can now merge with Romeo 229. And now we have 3 assault carriers in one fleet together. And oh, there's an interesting new ship that we've created. That means that when we get the mission control, we can start stealing mines from the other human factions, because they don't need them. They don't know what they're doing with them, but we definitely know what we're doing with them, and we need the resources. We do have a deficit on volatiles right now that I can't do anything about, but I have changed some of my building just slightly so that we're not underproducing. Like, I've added more agricultural farms to some of our stations to try and deal with it. There's another manufacturer going. We're now that just took 2k off our negatives, which is good. Okay, that's a whole ton of nanofax built. Shipboard magnetic weapons. Magnetic weapons plus 10% damage. That also seems good. Ships take 5% less damage from any weapons. It seems like a whole ton of projects are just popping. Gain plus 3 to coups. Okay. One thing I might look to doing this stream as well is cooing. Do we have a ton more mission control points than I remember us having? Cooing North Korea.
We found something.
Okay, we found more alien activity. That's Foundry's done. Now we're at minus $400, and we're at positive volatiles. Okay, so my my big disaster, my big worry over resources has just fixed itself with the stuff I was already building. We can calm down a little bit, but we still need more mission control. Crash test. That's a very good question. I don't think I've actually named those ships. Let's have a quick check. I think I just dispatched them because I knew they would need some time. Yeah, they haven't been named. Let's do that now. So the first ship is the oh, this is an interesting name for a marine carrier. This is the Kursk. And the second marine carrier ship, whoops, let's just close this, is... Hey nice guys, how's it going? Everyone who's just joined has missed me spending 15 minutes panicking about resources, only for all the construction that I ordered in the last stream to complete, and now we don't need to worry about resources anymore. And the name of this ship, which I'll just quickly pull out. Someone will need to check the name of this because it could be a typo, but what is written in the name generator is flying amphibious CON. Is that correct? That's what it's going to come up. That is our other marine carrier. So the only thing that's stopping me sending the Marines out to do missions is the fact that we don't really have a lot of mission control. I think a tier 2 hab is 2 mission control, so we could start doing... it does that good about tabbing out, unfortunately, Tavian. I cannot get the game audio to play when I'm tabbed out. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. It's how I'm getting the randomly generated name. Not the randomly generated names, but pulling names from the name list for these ships. Because I would like to start capturing some more resources. We're only at plus 97 volatiles right now. Alright, let's have a look at the situation on Earth. We seem to have lost this alien, which is really unfortunate. They were somewhere in South Africa. We caught them hanging around down here somewhere, and they disappeared on us, which is unfortunate. So I want to locate them. I want to do something about public opinion in Saudi Arabia. I want to look at coupping North Korea. I haven't done a coup before, so I think that would be quite good fun. Who do we actually have that can... So we can increase unrest. Do we have anyone who actually has change regime? Oh, coup d'etat. There you go. Overthrow a government or recess its control point. The stat for that is command. Well, we do have somebody on staff who is pretty good at... Who would be pretty good at coupping, and that's Chuck. Chuck, unfortunately, doesn't have the ability to do that. So who does?
Where to?
Guy has coup.
Ready
Wyatt
for
has
my
coup.
mission.
Has coup. So both of them
Where
have
do
a...
you need
So
me?
Guy has a command of 19. Fire doesn't have it.
At your
Distal has it.
service.
Its command is 6.
Standing
And Clark Dad has it with a command of
Acknowledged.
7. We could look to see if there's any orgs that give coup. It's probably pretty rare. We also need to have a quick look at our stats right now. Just see if any of these have coup on them. I don't think the DEA would have coup. Although, maybe the DEA is probably the most likely one to have coup, if you think about it. Airborne Special Forces. Luke Lightstar Orbital. Cool. Hijinks Minions. There they are again. Just going to quickly check these. I'm very much doubting that they will have what we're looking for. No, nobody has coup. This is plus 8% space mining bonus though, which could be useful once we've got our new updates for cyberware. So Guy Fawkes is an update. Let's get his command up since we're going to be using him to coup. Quiet doesn't have an update. No. Okay, so it was just Guy. So if I wanted to coup North Korea, the one thing I don't have is the Korean unification tech, and I couldn't find that when I was looking through the tech tree earlier. I'll have another quick look for it now. I know it's going to be one of these, but it's not audience reach, it's not commercial, it's not operation. It's not European decolonization, reconquest the desert, First Nation, Katanga independence movement. It will not be. It won't be anything that's to do with independence. Period of unity is Phnom Fen. It's not going to be that. Aslan Nation is South America and some of America as well. I don't need a tech for Korean unity. Okay, well that makes life a lot easier. Thank you, nice guys. I was looking for that, like wondering where it was coming from, but we're good. Okay, in that case, I'm going to see what Guy's chances here are of coupping
What's the
North
odds?
Korea. It's a 99% chance of success. Overthrow a government and reach its control points. So if I do that, do I need to have somebody queued up straight away to capture the point? This is a speed of 3, and if I do a control nation, which I don't think you have,
Where do you need me?
control nation is
Standing by.
speed 5. So if I get Guy, I haven't done a coup before, but if I get Guy to coup, with a 99% chance
I
of
will
succeeding,
bring down the government.
do I then need to get Fire to then... Oh, I can't even order him to control nation. Okay. As a double check, let's do that. So South Korea has claims on Seoul. Sorry, they both have claims on each other. We've got a claim on Pyongyang, and if I click here, they've got a claim on Seoul. So we can coup it and then unify. We just need to keep control of it long enough to do that. Okay, so we're going to coup North Korea. Let's have a look at the state of the other nations. So in terms of unrest is actually looking okay this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost public opinion in Saudi Arabia quite heavily. So we're going to get Fire to do a public campaign here.
I
We're
will
going to
try
get
sway
Distal
the
to public campaign here.
Standing by for orders.
And we're going to get Jeremy Clark
Reporting
Dad to public campaign here.
I will tell our story.
Chuck has lost the
At
alien,
your
which is really
service.
sad. I want to just do some
What's the
surveilling
job?
around here. See if we can pick them up again.
Setting a watch. Your
The other thing I
orders.
quite like to do is surveil in South America, in Saudi Arabia, just in case there's any agents messing around there. The other thing I want to do actually is, I mentioned it before, but suddenly, all of a sudden, Humanity First know where all of our agents are. And I want to check to make sure nobody has been subverted, and the most likely candidate for that is Clark Dad. So I'm just going to give him a
We'll
quick
see
investigate
what
to
they're
see if
up
he's
to.
been turned as a double agent. Let's confirm the assignments for the turn. It is currently May, there's no alien fleets due, so let's just unpause the game and let it spin. Automated platform core is available, which is quite nice.
Mission in progress. On Overwatch.
Mostly just keeping an eye on what's going on up here.
Person of interest surveilled.
Okay, Clark Dad is fine. He has not been subverted if someone has been. That's an alien fleet moving around.
Public sentiment is increasingly
Public opinion is at 40%.
Our people are in charge.
Okay, we have coup to North Korea. Supporters of the resistance have engineered a coup d'etat in North Korea, resetting all control points and taking some control there under the regime. Some unrest has abated, and the factions supporting the insurgents by continuing to unrest may gain control points under the new regime. And we've managed to grab Pyongyang. Okay, so we need to defend that. My coup attempt in North Korea was a success, and we have rearranged the power structure there. Executive power of this nation now controls to us. Let's just go there and make sure that we can do what we can to stabilize this nation as much as possible. So in terms of priorities, what I think we're going to go for is a heavy investment in economy, welfare, maybe unity. Unity priority presents a national effort to unify the people against a common foe. It costs us some civil protection. Investing unity will increase cohesion by 0.6 and decrease government by -0.11. It also shifts public opinion towards factions to control points in this nation. This priority is less effective in nations with higher education levels. It feels to me like unity is pretty important here. We don't need to worry about funding, and mission control I don't care about right now. So if economy will not give us that much, that's going to help with our money later, but right now we want to focus on welfare and unity, I think, and that should help bring them around to our side. We need to wait quite a while here to form government, don't we? Oh, the other thing we need to do is sort their relations out. So they're currently rivaled with South Korea. Let's change that so that they're normal, and we'll also ally them with the rest of our allies. So they're now on side with us. Let's make sure that, yeah, we're good here. Don't know why you weren't allied with the United States of North America. North Korea and the resistance South Korea ended their rivalry. North Korea to control the resistance European Union. Okay, they're all sort of. Oh, pause the game. Actually, it doesn't matter too much, but we just need to make sure that North Korea stays safe. We need to protect the people of North Korea and bring them into the fold of South Korea. We're at 60% public opinion in Saudi Arabia, which is good. Neural engineering has just completed. Wow, there's so much happening. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to augment our agents again. Let's just have a look at what we're interested in grabbing here. I was doing advanced climate modeling, which isn't hugely important, which is good to pick up. Reverse engineered alien small arms, okay. I don't really want automated solar collectors. A crewless solar power module for automated habitats. I don't really care about automated habitats. We'll just mark all of this as non-important. There is vital point shell targeting, which is plus 10% bonus damage on our magnetic weapons. Medium arc, green arc, laser cannon, light green phaser batteries, medium green phaser cannons, smart spacecraft defenses. Nah. This looks like it's been rearranged. Oh no, I've gotten to sort by ascending. That's what the problem is. Okay. Trident Pulse drive is not the drive we want, although it could be a backup. Smart spacecraft, medium green, network intrusion protocols. I'm not really that interested in that. Great United North America could pick that up at some point if we want to take more of South America. Cryptid research, I don't really care about that right now. Management research, we'll get rid of that for the moment. Government network analysis, I don't care about. Plus 3 to coup right now. Stakeholder subversion, I don't care about this. Broadcast outlet, that gives 5. I don't really. My influence income is fine. Audience research, I don't care about that. Commercial research, operations research. Okay, let's clear down our tech tree a little bit. Let's keep working on advanced climate modeling until something else pops. We've almost finished next generation aerospace. And that's on pause. Automated supply depots, I don't care. Z-Pinch Fusion Reactor 3s are available. This allows us to get to Zeta Helion Drive. This is hugely important. This is like us pushing into the endgame now. So let's get that researching ASAP. Z-Pinch Fusion Reactor 3. Nuclear fusion maintained by Zeta-Pinch magnetic field that compresses reaction plasma. So we'll select that project, and I'm actually going to heavily invest in that to get it working. Be done by the end of June, which is pretty good.
You're jerking my chain, right? There's no way in hell that I'm spending millions on sending a rocket into space if we just let half of it sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, this is pretty old tech.
Soren van Wyk comments to SABC News.
For too long, our efforts to venture beyond Earth have been inherently wasteful affairs. Every rocket jettisons multiple stages, each of which contains its own engines, propellant, and other equipment during its passage into space. This is obscenely expensive and also a source of increasingly problematic orbital debris fields. If we are to launch more spacecraft more often, using them as we use airplanes, we must develop reusable vessels. While partially reusable vessels have been flown in the past, new refinements in parachutes and airbags now allow the recovery of every stage. Because even this remains highly inefficient, our engineers have put in a far superior alternative, a single stage to air orbit or SSTO craft, which expend no major hardware during their flight. This has been achieved partly by advances in materials and construction techniques, which enable the craft to survive hypersonic flight and multiple orbital re-entries, and partly by improving mass ratio sufficiently to carry both copious amounts of propellant and a crew cargo payload all the way to orbit, without any need to separate. With this achieved, we can begin to think about reaching space as an almost everyday pursuit. But we should have picked this up a while ago. A new generation of aircraft will transport our counselors. This kind of gets us into some stuff that's interesting. I think there was a reason we picked this up. I can't remember what it was last time. So we are working on plasma weapons for some reason. We've got trans-interface warfare now, which is for Earth-based stuff. One of the things I'm looking for is better space defenses. We don't need deuterium fusion. We don't need ultraviolet combat lasers. It's integrated Earth space economy I was looking for. I don't think it was. We've got the Z pinch. Our primary weapons are going to be phasers and plasma weapons when we get out there. I wonder if it's time to start thinking about mission to Jupiter. We don't have the ships yet, so it's going to take a while before that to be available. Advanced Missile Warfare Doctrine is going. We've got Space Assault Doctrine we could pick up to get advanced Marines, and then we could upgrade our Marines. That could be quite useful. We could also look at getting antimatter containment, just a side research antimatter. Arrival culture. I don't know if we need this, but it will give us some more stuff to research. It's very difficult to choose to select the right research right now because it takes so long for the research to complete. I'm investing quite heavily into something that I'm not sure will pay off. We could pick up Mine and Machine. That is actually quite useful because that's more updates for our agents. Improved shipbuilding techniques will get us Titans, or it'll get us towards Titans. Actually, I think we need this because it'll get us ships of the line. It'll get us bigger ships for when we go after the aliens. U-Vote Marines crash test. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go for improved shipbuilding techniques now. The next tech that pops, we'll pick up the Marines. How's that? But this seems like it's quite useful. And let's get that researching. Loose packet. Whisker the Rock's equipment is for receiving resource packs from other hubs. The source system is broken down. We could shoot down the pocket before it reaches us. We can make emergency repairs. This is a 60% chance of success. This is a 75%. We lose a day's worth of income for all basic space resources. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and then we lost the point defense array. Let's just get that repaired. Despite our gunner's best efforts, they're unable to hit this packet before colliding with Whisker the Rock. Our hub has sustained some damage as a result. So let's get this repaired. It's just a PD module. Where we are? Point defense module. Can I just right click on it to repair it? No, I can't. The point defense array. It's really not a thing. Alright, let's get back to Earth and let's unpause. Oh, that's right. We're going to upgrade all of our people. Alright, so now we should be able to augment everybody, and we've got new things we can buy for them. So we get, we don't want to buy loyalty monitors, but we can get the battle computer, which gives +2 command. We can get the neural interlink, which gives +2 science. We can get the P defense system, which gives +2 security. And these all cost like $1,000. +2 investigation, +2 administration, and +2 espionage. So we'll just buy this for everybody that we can afford to, and then I can start getting rid of more orgs that aren't doing anything for us. So we'll get this. This will cost a bit of cash. In fact, we're not going to have enough to outfit everybody, but I'll get our best guys. Probably overbought this. It's okay. We've got income again. I won't bother upgrading anybody else just now, but these guys are now pretty insane. And I need to fix orgs and stuff as well, but I'll do that off stream. National investment points redirect to boost priority, increase to 50%. I don't care. At this stage in the game, that's a bit late. National investment points to boost or increase by 15. Again, it's a bit late. And that's probably a new turn. Yeah. Okay, we've now got control of North Korean army. So So first things first, let's defend North Korea. We'll get Jeremy to do that. I think they can. No, it's not Jeremy, it's Distal who can do that. So Distal, defend North Korea.
Making things
Now,
safer.
how's public opinion in North Korea and how's unrest in North Korea? So we're looking at lots of unrest and we're looking at a decent amount of public opinion. So first of all, Chuck has some aliens to fight because they detected some aliens up here. So let's get them to deal with that.
Taking it to
I'm
them.
going to get
Ready for orders.
Guy to investigate Distal because he's the mech most likely to be turned.
Eyes on target.
I'm going to get Quiet
Reporting
to surveil. Actually, I need to check the status in Saudi Arabia right now. So in terms of unrest, we've got 1.7 unrest in Saudi. So I need someone to deal with unrest in Saudi Arabia.
We'll restore peace to
And
this
then I need to get
nation.
Fire
Your
to
orders?
stabilize in North Korea.
We'll
And we'll
turn
get
down
Clark Dad to
event.
also stabilize in North Korea. We need to
Standing
keep.
by.
We need to work really hard to get this unrest down before somebody else coups the country. after
Restoring
unrest.
order.
If I check here, I can't make any changes until the 23rd of June 2037, so not that long away. So we'll keep working on that. What we might do is we might disband the army before we bring them together as well, because it's just kind of a waste of money. Okay, we're making money again. We've got incomes for everything. We're into the end of May, so there's no ships coming. Let's confirm assignments. Everyone's in new spaceships. I don't know if you caught that, but there's new spacier ships going around. And let's unpause.
Securing our interests.
New project available. Community policing drones. Aliens suffer -2 on anthropic missions. Okay, that's a pretty nice technology. We have hypersonic sea-launched cruise missiles. Nice. Lots of Earth techs that we've kind of missed out are backfilling now.
Person of interest surveilled.
Distal is completely loyal and is not a traitor.
Order is returning.
Saudi Arabia is back to peaceful.
Order is returning.
Things are cooling off.
And we're pushing down North Korea a little bit. Okay, it's very, very hot in this room. I'm just going to open the door. You see what it's like sound-wise. The problem with the room that I record in is that it doesn't have any AC. And it's been a very, very hot day. So hopefully that will just let some fresh air through. Hopefully it's not too echoey and you can't pick up any noise from outside. Let's continue to play. Spotted Protectorate.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Alright, that's completely wiping out the alien flora and fauna. Excellent. Precision focusing software is done. Let's get that one that makes it much harder for the aliens to mess around with us. Or was there something else I wanted to pick up first? Zero Sunrise, thank you, Tavian. That's really good to hear. Yeah, let's get community policing drones. That seems like a very good technology to pick up. Also, Advanced Missile Warfare Doctrine is about to complete. Okay, Humanity First is trying to purge in Pakistan. Okay, it is now June. I think we have some aliens coming in June. Let me just confirm that. July, October, I think that's it. Yeah, there's no aliens coming in June. Okay, that's good to know. So we don't have to worry about aliens for another month. Keep working on North Korea. North Korea is at 2.8 subversion. Let's get Chuck
Standing by.
to just keep searching around this area for that alien. I feel like they're still working in South Africa. Or in
Ready
Africa,
for my
sorry.
mission.
We'll get Guy to stabilize here. No, we're gonna get Guy to keep checking people out. Let's check. Chuck's got a security of 25, 21, 25. I guess we'll check Fire. He's the next on the list.
Initiating surveillance.
We'll get
I'm here.
Wyatt to. What's the situation looking like? So Saudi Arabia still needs to be stabilized. So we'll stabilize Saudi. We'll get Fire to stabilize
Ready.
North Korea. So make sure that definitely
We'll make
happens. We'll
things
get
safe.
Distal to stabilize North Korea.
Acknowledged.
And we'll get
restore
Jeremy
peace
to
to this
stabilize North Korea
What's
as
the
well.
op?
Not very exciting, but we need to bring North Korea into the fold.
We'll turn down the heat.
Alright, how are we looking? Our income isn't great right now. We do still have some stuff under construction, I think. Yeah. So we do have more income under construction. We'll need to rebalance after that's done. And of course, we're still waiting on our operations station to be done too. Let's see what we find. Okay, we've got an enemy fleet in Ceres orbit. They're going to bombard our bases there.
We've got some intel on our target.
Okay, FIMA is completely loyal. It's not him. So I don't think we have,
No matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter how many appear to listen to us, mutual obliteration remains humanity's only endgame.
Okay,
Commissioner Kiran Banerjee,
Advanced
letter of
Missile
resignation
Warfare
to
Doctrine
the
complete.
United Nations.
Spacecraft design is not standing still, and so neither should missile design. As the craft we encounter develop more resilient armor, changing heat signatures, faster maneuvering, and more effective countermeasures, our own ships need a wider range of possible responses, including more destructive payloads and faster, yet less predictable missile movement. Ultimately, nuclear torpedoes may be required to overcome the largest and most well-defended ships. To facilitate this, our weapon engineers have drawn up a raft of proposals on how to evolve the humble missile for the next age of space combat. Let's see what we get popping up. I promised Crash Test that we were going to research Marines next. So let's get Space Assault Doctrine researching. We can upgrade for Space Marines rather than just Marines in space. Our fusion reactor tech is about to tick, which is I'm really excited for.
Violence is abating.
But we'll need to wait
Things
for
are
it.
stabilizing.
Oh, has the game crashed? No, I just paused the game.
Violence is abating.
Okay, we're struggling to keep on touch. There we go. Z-Pitch Fusion Reactor 3 is done. That means Zeta Hellion has a 100% chance of popping at some point, and I think we want the flow stabilized Z-Pitch Reactor as well. But this is huge. This is the drive that we're going to use in our endgame ships. So as soon as we can get it researched, we are in a great position. Neobac missile bays are available. Cerberus nuclear torpedo bays are available. Why don't we just research the old Cerberus nuclear torpedo? That seems like a good weapon to have on hand.
Order is returning.
No one's going to mind about me launching a few nukes in space, are they? Here we go. We are now able to undertake the Zeta Hellion Drive project. Let's kick it off after the nuclear torpedoes are done. It won't take too long. Cerberus nuclear torpedoes. Hypergolic fuel torpedo with a 300 kiloton thermonuclear warhead. Mass 52 tons. Damage 56 million, is that? Yep. Cooldown 7 seconds. Warhead nuclear. Acceleration 1.5 GS. Delta V 2.6 kps. Can bombard not through atmosphere. Alright, let's get that reactor research, shall we? Sorry, the drive reactor. Zeta Pinch Deuterium with helium-3 fusion plasma stabilized to provide efficient long-range travel. This will get us exhaust velocity of 3.5 kps. With a thrust of 330,000 newtons, all for 577.5 gigawatts, and only requiring 10 units of water per tank, using hydrogen as the main propellant. Seems like a pretty good engine for what we're wanting. Okay, we're also going to fast research this. Excellent, we're getting there. This is what we need. Pro Academy has been launched. Now we're taking Ares torpedoes. Side council submissions. Okay, so we're still in June. I don't want to spend too long here. I want to keep things moving at a decent clip. Subversion is finally coming down in North Korea. What was the date we could unify? Or federate, at least? 23rd of June. So in this next turn, we probably won't hit it, because set national policy is... Ooh, I don't think I want to take the risk. We'll do it next time. In terms of other situations around the world, Saudi Arabia is up to 2.2 unrest, so we're going to have to split people between that. European Union is at 1 unrest as well. We need to get on top of that. So we're going to spend a bit of time just dealing with unrest this turn. We'll get Chuck to go to Europe and stabilize there. We've also got somebody making some noise there. Then we're going to split everybody else. So we'll get Guy. Is it worth checking the rest of everybody? I think we're fine. We'll get Guy to stabilize North Korea.
We'll
We'll get Quiet to stabilize Saudi Arabia.
What's the up? Restoring
We'll get
order.
Fire to go to ground
Ready
because I
for
am worried
orders.
about the fact that everybody knows where they are. They can go on holiday to Japan. That seems like a nice place to go.
Going
Um,
silent.
Distal can
Where do you
stabilize in North Korea. And good old
Restoring
Clark
order.
Dad, who I
Ready
learned
for your
today
orders.
was dropped by Amazon for some comments they made recently, will get to work in Saudi Arabia.
We'll make things safe.
Alright, let's confirm assignments and unpause.
Going off the grid.
Harlequin missile bays are available. If you wonder what that noise was, it was the dog. I just don't want it to creep up when I'm not paying attention, nice guys. It's happening. Environmental degradation. The environment of Saint-Denis has reached a tipping point and is rapidly degrading. Global climate effects are causing increasing ecological and economic damage. Agriculture is becoming increasingly unviable as soils wash away and growing seasons shorten, destroying farmers' livelihoods and threatening the economy of the European Union. Only thing I can offer them right now is to fund subsidies to aid and relocate locals affected by this issue. The EU decreased GDP and increased inequality, grants a significant public opinion boost to the residents in the European Union. If we do this, it just increases unrest. Doesn't seem worth it. People with few problems make so extremist factions can then recruit people, or we'll loot them for everything we've got. If you're the initiative, you just gain money. That's amazing. Okay, we'll fund subsidies and see what we can do. But the climate is starting to turn bad. Directed energy launch systems. I'm not really that worried about that. We don't care about boost.
Things are cooling off.
Unrest is down to peaceful.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay.
Things are cooling off.
Order is returning.
Things are stabilizing.
We'll stabilization spam. Okay, Laos got cooed. I was worried it was North Korea for a second. More torpedoes are available to research. Way more torpedoes are available to research. I hope everyone's doing well. Chat's quite quiet tonight, but that's okay. We're happy to chat away while we play. Let's have a look. I believe a chance to steal the colony mining complex. I don't need that. Okay. Let's focus first of all on a unification. Now, who are you? And what are you doing in South Korea? Let's get Chuck
Ready for orders.
to set national policy in South Korea. And let's just check they can do this. Declare war. Oh, so do we have to do it in North Korea? Oh no, do we have to make them allies first? Hang on. Allies, manage. Firm. And now they should have a cooldown. Yeah, 17th of August they'll be able to, federate. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll get Guy
Where do you need me?
to investigate whoever this is, to find out who they are.
We'll see what they're up to.
Chuck can then continue searching for aliens that I'm
Ready for my
certain
mission.
are somewhere here in Africa. Let's do a surveil up here and see if they can pick anything up at this location.
Initiating recon.
What else do we want to do? Let's check unrest across the world. So we've got 1.2 unrest in Saudi Arabia. Public opinion just crashes there every time I build it up. Gulf states have a little bit. Let's... Gulf Rest, it's interesting, the Gulf states have absolutely no interest in us, but their unrest is pretty chill, whereas Saudi Arabia likes us a lot more, but they're very unhappy with us. We'll get one person, so quiet probably,
Ready for orders.
will stabilize in North Korea.
We'll
We'll
make
get
things
fire
safe.
to stabilize.
I'm here.
I know the stabilization content is absolutely
Restoring
thrilling.
order.
I appreciate you sticking with me for this.
At your service.
But we're also going to boost public... Whoa, what happened there? We're going to boost public opinion in Saudi Arabia as well a bit more. See if we can just get them to like us a bit more. I mean, we're trying to save
will
the
tell
world.
our
Surely
story.
they are on board with that.
Your orders?
Clark Dad, you're so terrible. I should
I
actually
will
buy...
try to sway the
I should actually buy upgrades for Clark Dad. That'll make him a lot better. I might do that really quickly. I've got the money for it. Let's upgrade Clark Dad. We'll make him better, faster, stronger, more persuasive. Okay, let's get the battle computer, the neural interlink, the cybernetic P-defense system, the enhanced senses, the management AI, and the countermeasures. And then I can mess around with their orgs and stuff upstream. Okay, we're still positive for everything. Lots of construction still ongoing. Let's confirm those assignments. It's July. I think we have an alien fleet on the way. Yeah, 17th of July, so next turn, or next phase, we'll have an alien fleet battle. But for now, let's just on pause.
Eyes up.
Oh yeah, Zeta Hillian drives are researched. So we can start to look at building our tier 3 ships, but we need plasma weapons before we can do that fully. We've also got the flow stabilized Z-Pinch fusion reactor, which is the rare one. This allows for a bigger reactor, I think. Yeah, 300 terawatt power. So let's get this researched. I think this is the one we were hoping would pop. Once plasma weapons is here, we can actually start building ships.
I have new information.
So we have Project Exodus person hanging out in South Korea. Power station's been decommissioned. We now have more mission control because I've decommissioned that station. So let's find a target for capture. What do we need most right now? Looking at our incomes, it's volatiles and metals. So let's find a base. This is going to be quite hard to locate, but which base out there has the best either metals or probably the best volatiles income? We don't care about HABs right now. We're looking at bases. 76 point, that's ours. Minus 8.1, minus 9.1, 3.8, 11.6, 2.8. I don't know why I was expecting our human chums to have chums, right? Well, there's one there. The servants have Maui Base B at Leversea Crater. This is producing 40.9 volatiles. That's not bad. This one here, Raleigh Base, is producing 68.1. We could do something with that. It's going to require 5 mission control, which is fine. 50.1 here. And 29.4. Oh, this is producing 70 water, though. But this also has 72. This is our best one here. The Folly of Pavonis on Cortes. On 63, Ausonia. So that was this one here. There's this one here as well, but this one hasn't got the breadth of materials. Yeah, I think we've got our target. We're going to dispatch the Marines to Cordoba Base. No, not Cordoba Base. Cortes Base. This is where we want to send our Marines. Cortes Base, the Folly on 63 Usonia. So let's see if we can find that. So I want to select the Marines. That's Task Group Mook. And I want to get them to transfer. And let's see if we can find this. It'll be probably out here. Nope. Gotta find it. That's the problem. This is outer system. I don't think I can even pick any of this. Where would it be? I wish we could maybe search it. This is all Venus stuff. Earth. Not gonna be here. Moon. Of course, it won't appear because I need to just find the place. Or send them everywhere. So looking for 63. It doesn't have to be here. So if we go over to Mars. Here we go. We'll be out here. 63 Ausonia. Here it is here. The fleet is insufficient Delta V to reach the selected destination. What if we send them to Mars first and try to dispatch them from Mars? We'll send them to Orbitalis Shipyard. No, here be Dwarves is the main one. We'll transfer them over. Gonna take 0 days. Wait, they can't transfer to Mars? They used to be able to transfer to Mars. Oh, I need to refuel them. Let's refuel them and try that again. Well, I don't know the mission control to take over everywhere, Night Skies, but I would start to try to take care of the places that are worth money. It's possible we need to upgrade the engines on Task Group Mook before they can do what I want to do.
Their hearts and minds.
Okay, let's see if they can make the transfer now. I bet you they can't. These are all Crash Test 2 class cruisers. We could also upgrade them to have the new engines and see how that works. If I can't make the transfer, we'll try that. So I don't think they've got the fuel to make it to 63 Ausonia. Where was that? Here, yeah. They can do it now. So they can make it there, but they won't make it back. Yeah, they won't have enough Delta V left for a return journey. What I could do is send them to Mars. Send them to Here Be Dwarves. And when they get there, we could refuel them and redesign them into having bigger engines. And then send them out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to transfer them over to Mars. They're on their way. That's the second trip those Marines are going to make to Mars. They're going to be the most traveled. The ones on Zero Chill are going to be the most traveled humans in existence, and they're a bunch of jarheads, which I think is hilarious.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We were unable to increase security.
Interesting, we failed on rest mission role in Saudi Arabia. Coup in Angola. And here comes those destroyers. That's a good idea, Crash Test. We'll build a mishaps. We need to upgrade the mishaps to have a better engine, but we'll build a mishaps around Mars to join the Marines, and then they can build a station there. Wet Navy modernization, that's quite useful if we want to build more navies. Let's just check this fleet is still 2 destroyers. It is just 2 still destroyers, yes. Okay, the Stag Tank has completed its ring core, so we're getting closer to all of those mission control stations being online. Okay, we need to do some defending here. So United States of North America needs to be protected, so we'll get fire on that.
Standing by for orders. Securing our
Having a look at
interests.
the rest of the situation, we have 1.3 unrest in North Korea, 2.2 unrest in Saudi. Those are our main ones. So let's just spend a little... Wait, why is Japan kleptocratic? Oh no. How long has that been like that for? I'm guessing they finished... Ugh. Yeah, they finished mission control. Let's get them onto... I think it's Europe Update 6. That'll get them economy, welfare, knowledge, and funding for now. Mishaps has the best engine, but I'm going to refit everybody to have the new engine, the one we just researched. I might need to rebuild the ships from the ground up to do that. I'm going to look at it in a second. But the Z-Pinch reactor is the one we want for deeper in the solar system anyway. So the Mishaps does have a good engine, but I want to... Oh, I see. What you're saying is I don't need to refit it. That's a good point. Because it already has the engine. Well, in that case, we could just build a Mishaps. We actually have a Mishaps, but... we could just dispatch it. Where is the Mishaps? Support Fleet 1, I think it is. Yeah. Can you make the transfer to Mars on your own? Oh yeah, they can do it. Well then we'll just transfer them over. And they can go with the rest of the crew. Easy peasy. Back to Earth. So, let me just confirm. Alright, Tavian, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. We'll need to get some more, Reason done soon. I haven't played that in a while, and I'm really keen to see how it's updated. So we need to do North Korea and Saudi Arabia. Let's get that done. Chuck. Still hasn't found this alien. There's no sign of any unknown contacts. Where could they have gone? There's someone up here in Libya. Let's, we'll investigate them. We'll get Guy to do
What's
that.
the op?
Is there any other unknowns available? Because they're going to be really hard to investigate if they're the alien. You can kind of cheat it a little bit by going like, oh, they're clearly not going to be them. Let's just survey, say, up here. See if it can notice anything.
Watch.
Oh, who needs to do that? That's Guy. No. Guy, I want
Where
you
to?
to investigate
in.
this guy.
Tracking
And I want
target.
Chuck
Your
to
orders
surveil
acknowledged.
here.
Initiating surveillance.
What's going
Standing
on?
by for orders.
Why did Quiet do that, for goodness sake? So Chuck surveils here.
Initiating surveillance.
Quiet
Ready for my
will
mission.
stabilize
Your
in Saudi
orders.
Arabia. Fire is doing his job.
Ready for my
Distal
mission.
will stabilize in
Where to?
Korea. I think the cooldown isn't
We'll
too
make
far away.
things safe.
We could go
I'm
in
here.
August. Okay, that's good. And then Clark Dad. I want Clark Dad to do. I really want to find this alien. Where else could they be? Let's see if they've come over to South America. And if they're working over here or something.
Eyes up.
There's a protectorate base over there. Alright. Let's get ready for alien combat. We'll confirm assignments. And on pause, that fleet is about to arrive. Where are they? We should be able to see them. There they are. This destroyer fleet is about to arrive, so this is our first thing to deal with this turn.
Recon.
Securing our control.
Initiating recon.
Okay, the destroyers have arrived. Let's go. So we need to get Task Group Charlie to intercept them. Transfer. And then we will get the High Fleet to take the kill. Transfer to the Destroyer Fleet. Done. Alright. And then we'll just unpause the game once we've deselected the ship so that it doesn't cut the speed. Whoa. Okay, here's our actual battle. So we want to go for a tight, short wall, heavy, center, engage. Start battle. Alright, here is the fleet. I'm probably going to use missiles for this just to clear it up quite quickly. We'll fire at the Striking Hawk for like 5 missiles for each ship, and then we'll switch to the Ocean Wind. I'm just going to padlock everyone to their target. They'll take a couple seconds. We don't need to order very many maneuvers. We have such overwhelming firepower that honestly the missiles are probably overkill. But I don't see a reason why not to fire them. Just to remind you, this fleet is made up of the battleship Mark Sayedi, the battleship Empire Cedric, the battleship, sorry, it should probably Emperor Cedric, right? The battleship Flying Tortoise, the battleship Japanese Torpedo Boats, the destroyer Enterprise, the destroyer Roadkill Simulator, the battleship Grayling, the destroyer Flying Pyro, the battleship Batfish, the destroyer Wahoo, and the battleship Sudden Detonation. Hopefully none of that will happen. Let's pick the speed up a little bit and go. So I'm only going to let them fire off about 5 missiles before I switch targets, and then I'm going to turn all the missile launchers off. Let's have a look at our enemy. Standard enemy destroyers. Pretty maneuverable. Coming in over the top of Earth. I hope they don't collide. This is looking like that may happen. We're just waiting for them to get into range. Speed up time a little bit until the missiles start firing, I think. Actually, which one? Yeah, Striking Hawk is the one that's closer to our fleet, and that's the one I was set as primary. Let's go to the flagship, which is of course the Mark Sayedi. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's change primary targets. The Ocean Wind. Enemy are firing their weapons. Missiles are in the water. 2, 4. Okay, that's it. Let's turn off all the missile launchers. This is just a little bit of micro. It shows a button just to turn off all launchers, but there is not. But I don't want them to waste any more ammunition, which will cost us resources to replace. Okay, that's done. And I'm just going to change our primary target for the fleet back to the Striking Hawk. Here comes an enemy projectiles. That's, ooh, okay, the Mark Sayedi is taking serious damage. Mark Sayedi has been destroyed. Looks like the problem was our fleet was a little bit too dispersed and they weren't able to land that's the first casualty for humanity. The fleet weren't able to add in their own what are they all doing? They're all facing really weirdly. There you go, turning back now. Yeah, they weren't able to lend the aid that the Mark Sayedi needed. So we lost the Mark Sayedi. Just went, boom. It might have also been something to do with the simulation speed, because I would have expected more PD fire to aid them there, and the PD just didn't fire at all. But there goes the enemy battle destroyer. Oh well. RIP. Mark Sayedi. Let's just make sure we shoot down this incoming ordnance. There you go. Now they're helping each other out. Yeah, okay. That was weird. It might have been because I had a primary target set and they weren't going to shoot at anything else. This is the second time. It's a cursed ship, isn't it? Well, it was a cursed ship. It's not a cursed ship anymore. It's gone. Waste of a rescue up. It was drama. It was dramatic. Yeah, we lost the Mark Sayedi. That's our first, literally our first spaceship casualty, I think. We've taken damage before, but we've never lost a ship. I'm a bit sad about that. That was a good ship. Well, let's get the fleets repaired and rearmed. Transfer back to Scaffold Station, please. The good news is the game will auto repair and rearm when they get there, which is great. Pretty sure they will. Yeah. Doctrine and repairing and rearming, cool. That's alright. Industrial atomic assemblers. Done. Cool. What we're going to do now is we're probably going to spend a bit of time researching torpedoes. Yeah. We're just going to work through all of these torpedoes so we have them available.
We've got some intel on our target.
Initiative agent, okay. So that's still not our target. I'm sad about the loss of Mark-Sadie, honestly.
Things are
I do have free mission control mishaps. You are right. I could probably build another station. What I could actually do... A massive hurricane has struck Atlanta. Okay, let's divert some resources to help out. What I could do is build another ring, get a load of command stations on it for more mission control, and then from that build more nanofax. We'll probably do. Let's build another synchronous Earth orbit ring. Let's give it a name. It's not going to be this. Hey Bosco, how's it going? Let's give it a good name. It's gonna go quiet for a second while I jump onto the ship name generator. So I want a base name. Oh, I need to rerun it. That's an interesting name. I don't know what the what that reference is. I'm sure someone will tell me. Rushmore Station? Did I spell that right? Let me just check. Yeah, can anyone explain to me the reference there? Did I spell that right? Is there an E there? Sorry, I'm second guessing myself. No, the R-O-C-H-E-M-A-W. R-O-C-H-E-M-A-W, yeah, okay. Alright, let's get 2 farms. 2 battle stations. And then I'll build a fusion reactor farm. And need another fusion reactor farm. And then a command center. Nope, we need another fusion reactor farm. Then a command center. Nope, we need another fusion reactor farm. And then a command center. Yep. Command center. Another fusion reactor farm. Command center. Command center. We're gonna make the aliens very angry, but it's time to really like upgrade our mission control. Command center. Oops, that's a battle station, not a command center. Fusion reactor farm. Command center. Command center. We don't have enough power for that. Do we have enough for a farm? No. I don't really want to build another fusion reactor farm, which is annoying. What do we... So how much power? It doesn't tell me how much power I've got left. What can I afford to put in here? Put on Rushmore. Rush distance is when an object is destroyed by tidal forces. Ah, cool. Alright, it's all cool, Bosco. You haven't missed too much. We did just lose a ship in a like literally just before you joined the stream. We lost the Mark-Sadie in a battle with 2 destroyers, which I'm in a little bit of shock about, to be honest. It was a bit rude. What can I afford to throw in here that's not going to use up a lot of power? Can't put a geriatrics facility in there. Can't put a space resort in there. I just don't want to put... There's no point putting a fusion reactor there. I can put a military science institute there, which means I can probably put another. We can put a space science research center there. Yeah. All right, we'll just put a research center there then. We'll let that build. So that's another mission control station, and then once our next one is online, I'm going to build another nanofax station so we get more money coming in. Public complaint critical failure. Well, that's the guy we've got subverted. Oh, cool. Well, you'll see a lot of me panicking over resources and then resources sorting themselves out. Ares torpedoes are done. Oh, we've got Z-pinch reactor. We've got the Zeta Helium drive researched. I'm just waiting for plasma tech before we get our endgame fleets together. That was a really big important moment. I'm just gonna get all these torpedoes researched, so we've got them. So we're just waiting on plasma weapon tech. In fact, once we've got flow stabilized Z-pinch reactor technology, in fact, no, I'm just gonna cut it now. I'm gonna get this heavily invested in so we get this finished. Because it'll be done in the 12th of September, and that will unlock plasma weapons for us. And that's a pretty big one. That's a bunch of military science stations done. We're back in the negative, but that's okay. We've got a whole ton of stuff still under construction. But another nanofax station would probably be a good idea. Alright, Earth is ready to go. We need to defend somewhere. It's the EU. So first things first, let's get Fire.
Your orders?
Not Fire, sorry, Distal.
What's the op?
To defend the European Union.
Securing our control.
Let me just check that this is just the EU that needs to be defended. Looks like it. Okay, how is unrest looking? We've got 1.7 in Saudi Arabia. North Korea is actually pretty chill. European Union's got a little bit. We'll just stabilize Saudi Arabia this turn so we can do a little bit more.
Ready
Shock
to go.
is still just looking for this alien and cannot find it anywhere. It's a little bit sad, honestly. Let's try back again down here. Something going on here. Oh, that's just a site of interest. I'm gonna get Guy. Well, let's see. We'll get.
Ready to go.
Which asteroids is the question, Andrew? Are you meaning over my specific mines, or just a general defense station in the asteroid belt? Because that is something I'd be interested in looking at. We're actually about to send the Marines out to capture a base, which I'm quite looking forward to. All right. Anyway, let's get Fire to stabilize North Korea. No, we don't need to stabilize North Korea. We just need to stabilize Saudi Arabia, and we'll get Jeremy to do that as well.
Where to?
That leaves us with Guy and Quiet to do some work. I still haven't found who could potentially be our spy, but I will just take a second. I doubt it's either of them, but just to rule it out, I'm going to get them to investigate each other. And then I know that it's not them.
Initiating surveillance.
Okay, let's confirm assignments. We don't have any aliens coming this month. Let's unpause. Flow stabilized Z-pinch fusion reactors are researched. That's excellent. That's the other research we needed. The ones that attack quite frequently. They haven't touched them this stream yet, so I'll maybe start making a note of them and get something out there. Let's keep researching all the torpedoes and missiles, just in case we want to use them.
On Overwatch.
Protecting our interests.
Mission in progress.
Just keep an eye up here. Booty's initiated the spaceflight program. Community policing drones is done. That's another good one. Makes the aliens much harder for us to do stuff against our people. We'll get more missiles researched.
Surveillance complete.
Okay, Quiet Recruit is not a baddie.
I have new information.
And Guy Fawkes isn't a baddie, so I have no idea how they know about us. Athena torpedoes are done. Nuclear power torpedo with an explosive warhead. Let's get Harlequin missiles done. Hypergolic fuel missile with a penetrator warhead.
Violence is abating.
Vulcan torpedoes are done. Hydrolox torpedo with improved range and penetrator. That just leaves us with Hermes and Lanceheads.
Violence is abating.
It's so much cooler in here since I opened that door. I'm really glad I did it. Colony mining complexes are now available to research. That's pretty important. I haven't upgraded any of our colonies to level 3 yet because of the pressure we had on mission control. So once we get these mission control stations done, we'll be able to start looking into doing stuff like that. Kilowatt missiles are done. I think there's just one left. Is that right? Yeah, Lancehead missiles, which are long-range penetrator using Hydrolox fuel. Harlequins are done. Let's look at some other stuff now that all the missiles are researched. We don't need scramjets. We don't need directed energy launch systems. We don't need the Triton pulse drive. I think I'll get the colony mining complex researched. Hermes torpedoes are done. That's great. What do I want to do next? Do we need mirror self-fusion drives or fusion tokamaks or aerospike engines? We probably don't need the light green phaser batteries either. Pretty sure we don't need any of these if we're going for phasers. We've already got the phaser PD. We don't need the light Colgan batteries either, or the sea launch cruise missiles. We don't need the automated supply depot. Let's keep working on... I want to get wormhole tech researching in the background until something better comes along.
Truly. I would love to believe that we will comport ourselves better on other worlds than we do here, but I am not naive. There will, I am afraid.
Thanks for taking note of them. Yeah, we could look at a defense fleet once we've got a bit more mission control.
Security briefing.
It is neither cheap nor easy to construct facilities in space or on other worlds. As such, it would be foolish to simply raise any pre-existing structures we might encounter during our military operation. Building upon all our former strategies and technologies concerning non-terrestrial infantry, we're now able to stage larger and better trained fighting forces, able to seize as well as destroy sizable enemy assets. This in itself will require new facilities, new equipment, and new forms of training. But the net result will be that we have soldiers as adept in space as we do on land. Unlocks advanced marine assault units and marine company barracks. So if we don't have access... Oh, here we go. This is a big research pick here. Okay, we've got plasma weapons in progress. I wonder if we start working towards clean energy to try and fix the world a little bit. That gets us onto climate change mitigation. The other thing we could go for is design our life forms just to try and clean the world up a little bit. That requires us researching predictive genetics, so just going through some old texts and getting them caught up. The other option is we get missions to Jupiter taking over in preparation for our fleets being able to fly out there once we get the last bit of this tech researched. But we still have to get the plasma weapon tech done, which will slow us down a little bit. I do feel like this is worthwhile going for. Just looking at what else we've got here. There's obviously antimatter containment, but we're not really going for antimatter weapons. We're using plasma and phasers. They should be fine for what we want to do. Also means we don't have to worry about rearming our ships. I think, is it predictive genetics, which is the only tier 3 research we haven't picked up? Do we backfill that, or do we go for mission to Jupiter? I think it's a pretty hard choice right now. We can't actually fly our ships out to Jupiter until we've completed this tech. And then we obviously need to do mission to Saturn, mission to outer planets to get out there. The other thing we could do is go for ultraviolet combat lasers, which will lead to UVPD. But I think phasers are honestly good enough. But is there UVPD here? Batteries, cannon, 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 cannon. Batteries, batteries, batteries. Cannon, cannon, cannon. Laser cannon, batteries. I don't see PD in the list there. I've spent too long thinking about it. Let's get predictive genetics going. It's not going to take too long to complete, and we can just come back to this later. Okay, that's the 16th of August. We now need to defend South Korea. That's fine. We'll get Distil to do that. Is it just South Korea that needs to be done? South Korea, South Korea, South Korea. Cool. Okay. That's it all done. UV has the rule of cool. I mean, there is that. That is a big part of it. Okay. We have alien abductions happening in India. That's an alien.
Your
Guy.
orders?
Locate the alien.
Investigating.
Chuck. Deal with the
Reporting in.
alien activity.
Ready for my mission.
No, that should have been Chuck to do that. That's his job.
At your service.
Okay, quiet.
Headed
How
there
are we
now.
looking for
Ready
unrest?
for orders.
1.8 in North Korea. We need to step on
Ready to
that.
go.
Federal rate isn't too bad for once. What is also, how much time do we have left on unification or federation? 17th of August, so tomorrow. Right, in that case, we're going to get Clark Dad.
Ready for your orders.
To set national policy in South Korea, because
Ready.
we've had rejoin. We're now
Heading
going to
to the
have
capital. Ready for my
someone
mission.
coming with a portmanteau for North Korea and South Korea rejoining as one state. I need a cool name for it that we can use. Quiet Raccoon. Okay, so we've got that happening. Let's do some stabilization with fire
Ready.
in North Korea, just to make sure no one's going to coup us.
We'll make things safe.
We still need to get quiet to do something
orders?
because they're not going to be doing.
At your service.
They're not going to be investigating those aliens. Let's get them to just advise Europe.
Offering
And everyone has a
counsel.
job. Let's confirm
Ready to
assignments.
go.
Oh. Who doesn't got a job? Oh, Jeremy Clark hasn't got a job. I thought Jeremy was... I got Distil to do that. Okay, that was almost a huge mistake. You are doing set national policy in South Korea.
On my way to the
And
capital.
you are defending our interests in South Korea. That was
Securing
almost a
our
huge
control.
mistake. Full Korea. Alright, we're going to go full Korea, everybody. Let's confirm. And I like full Korea.
Securing our interests.
I think we might have some aliens on the way, actually. Lancet missiles are done. That's cool. I don't think there's any cool tech here I'm really that interested in right now. We go for smart spacecraft defense. It's just 5% less enemy damage. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Do we have aliens on the way? I think they're coming in October. October 6th is when they're going to arrive. And there's no other fleets on the way. Okay, cool. Well, we might have a dog looking to go to the bathroom in a second. We'll just see what she does. She's thinking about it.
Person of interest surveillance.
Yes, we found the alien. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going to let the dog out to the bathroom and I'm going to deal with this alien. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It is so disgustingly hot outside. It's like 26 degrees and it's midnight, and the humidity's so high, it's horrible going out there. Okay, so we've found the alien, finally. We know this one. We found them before. It's the same one, I'm pretty sure. So we'll need to try and capture them again. Marine Company barracks are available.
Order is returning.
Colony mining complexes are available as well. That's great. That'll be something I'll do off stream. Let's get... What was it just popped up? Marine Company barracks. I'm not really that interested in Marine Company barracks, actually. Has the 3 platoons of Space Marines and our headquarters staff to defend our interests at this lab. Supports the council so the enemy has from an interface open or friendly hub on the same planet. Combat strength 6. That could be useful if we want to take more stuff around Earth. But I'm not really that interested in it, to be completely honest with you. We don't need pulse plasma drives. Hybrid air-breathing rockets. No, we don't need those. We don't need either of these either. There's actually not that much here. Let's get ferrocite scanners working again. It's all about plasma weapons. That's where we're going. Yeah, we want to keep an eye on this alien.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, we want to federate with North Korea. So we will be able to, 27th of February, we'll be able to unify them. Hades Nuclear Torpedo Bay is now available for research. That's pretty cool.
Recon complete.
I'm just waiting for the turn to take over so that we can get this alien. Barely above zero yet. It's so hot here right now. It was 37 degrees in the city today. And I stupidly went for a walk for lunch, and I probably have given myself minor heat stroke doing it. Okay, we'll fire. So
Ready
Distal
for my
needs to
mission.
defend Saudi Arabia,
Standing by for orders.
Gulf States,
Making
and then
things
who's the other
safe
person
for
who
our
has defend?
At your
It's
service.
At your service.
quiet.
Ready for
That's a bit
orders.
frustrating.
Making
But
things safe
Guy
for
should be able
our
to
Standing
detain.
by.
So we currently have a
Standing by
1%
for
chance to
orders.
detain them. Mission difficulty 8, security 25, aliens captured or killed 0.5, alien 6, versus his investigation stat of 25. I can knock that up to a 9% chance. I think if we investigate him again, we'll increase that chance for us. So I'm going to do that. We'll just make sure we got a high chance here. You got a cold, I got heat stroke.
Tracking target.
We'll get Chuck to just surveil the area and look for any weird alien stuff that's going on.
Setting a watch.
We'll get, how are we looking for
Reporting in.
unrest?
reporting in.
We've got 1.3 unrest
Where
in,
do you need me?
in North Korea and 1.2 unrest in Saudi, but both of them are going down. 1 unrest in the European Union. I think we're okay on unrest. Let's spend a little bit of time. We'll public campaign in North Korea.
We'll
And we'll
make
public
our
campaign.
appeal.
Oh, we can't public campaign anywhere else. That's fine.
Standing by.
Alright, that's all good. And we have aliens coming in October, so we don't need to worry about any aliens just now. Let's confirm assignments. Oh, who hasn't got a job? Oh, Jeremy Clark did. Then you can do public opinion in Saudi Arabia, which is what I want you to do anyway.
We
Okay,
must
confirm
persuade
and
the
unpause.
Securing our control.
Initiating recon. Protecting our interests.
There is nothing,
Plasma weapons are
nothing
done.
we humans will not turn into a weapon if we can. Each fresh
Commissar
discovery we make
Banerjee is
only
getting more and
speeds
more
us
frustrated
closer
with
to
me
destruction.
converting everything we find into a
Commissioner
weapon.
Kiran Banerjee, blood money.
Now that we can use magnetic fields to both safely contain superheated gases and propel rounds of fiercely powerful kinetic weapons, the next logical step is to weaponize plasma. Plasma rounds can burn through even the heaviest armor, not to mention heat it up to such an extent that anything within it will roast. But because the revised electromagnetic weapons our engineers have devised never come into physical contact with their hotter-than-sun projectiles, there is no risk of damage at the user end. The trouble is that once a plasma round is released from its weapon, it will almost immediately expand to the diameter of some 5,000 kilometers, i.e. dissipating so rapidly as to be effectively useless unless fired at point-blank range. Physical jackets strong enough to contain the rounds are obviously an impossibility, but by building upon previous electromagnetic breakthroughs, a temporary self-sustaining magnetic field powerful enough to contain the plasma's internal pressure until kinetic impact is now plausible. We can now build weapons almost nothing could hope to defend against. Excellent. We want plasma cannons. So in the meantime, I think it may actually be time to get Mission to Jupiter researched, because once we've got plasma cannons researched, we can start building our next generation ships. And we're also in the middle of researching improved shipbuilding techniques, which I'm now going to make our primary focus, and this will be the new class of ships we're building as well. That's really exciting. We're getting really close. Plasma Battery Mark 1 is already available for research, but we're interested in... We want to get plasma batteries anyway, because we want to upgrade our battle stations. Plasma Battery Mark 1 is available. Plasma Cannon Mark 1 is available. Okay, right. Ferrocite Scanner will finish on the 6th of September, so once that's done, we'll get the plasma cannons researched. Advanced Marine Assault Units are also available. That's something else we want.
I have new information.
Okay, we learned a little bit more about Alpha 5. Hopefully it'll make it a bit easier to detain them next turn. So let's get heavy against the plasma cannon research. A more powerful nose mount plasma cannon that requires maneuver to keep a target with a limited field of fire. Uses 3 hard points. Weighs 540 tons. targeting range of 800 kilometers, uses 1.8 gigajoules of ship battery. This is a big gun. Alright, let's get that researching. We're still working for improved shipbuilding techniques. I'm going to dump wormhole tech for the moment. Let's get the advanced marine assault unit researching. And smart spacecraft defenses. I'm going to swap that out right now just to get the plasma batteries researched as well. Okay, Task Group Mook has made it to Mars. We're going to wait for Support Fleet 1 to get there.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Oh, there's a cat in the room now. You may hear some scratching around the place. Advanced marine assault units are already researched. Excellent. Let's get Hades nuclear torpedoes researched. Hydrox field torpedo with a 650 kiloton thermonuclear warhead. We're probably not going to use these, but it's pretty good to have them in our pockets just in case we need to.
Sir Francis Drake didn't defeat the Spanish Armada by building even bigger ships. He won by overwhelming them with smaller, lighter boats. It is as true today as it was in 1588. If your ship is too slow to turn, you're doomed.
No matter the craft...
Castillo, personal correspondence during the Salvadoran Civil War.
No matter the craft and no matter its engine, mass is the foremost obstacle to efficient space travel. The more matter there is to move, the slower it will move, but less mass need not necessarily mean smaller ships. Indeed, it is larger ships we require, to transport more resources and to carry more crew and more colonists. The best approach here is to greenlight designs for orbit-to-orbit craft, which do not land on any planet, moon, or asteroid. This removes the need for landing gear, ablative heat shielding, large wings, and the countless other specialized equipment required for takeoff and landing, and thus enables for larger cargo and habitat areas. Shuttles will ferry personal cargo to and from our stations and colonies, while strategically placed fuel and propellant depots further reduce what the ship needs to carry themselves. In combination with advances in more lightweight materials, the net result is we can build for larger craft than ever before, without unduly impacting the ability to travel between worlds. The following projects may unlock for us: ships of the line, remass scoop, component armoring. We want ships of the line tech to pop. Tech tree is getting a bit light. Let's go back. We've already got transfer phages researching. Let's just put plasma containment. I think leads to what self-repairing software give us? Rapid shipbuilding might be useful. Yeah, let's get self-repairing software research. We've really neglected a lot of this information technology stuff. And we don't need to fast research this anymore. Kind of want to re-fast research this. Apparently they can mishaps. Isn't that a bit terrifying to think about? Okay. Security accountability chaining project. Interesting. Component armor is available. That's not the one I want. Field energy is one to pick up as well, Crash Test. You're right. I need to get that to counterbalance the effects of the Earth falling apart. Okay, let's get quiet. Right, here's our alien friend.
What's the up?
And we know everything about them apart from their loyalty, but I think we're ready to hit them. So, Detain comes off investigation. Guy and Quiet both have investigations of 25.
What's the op?
So, we'll just check to see if there's any difference between them. This is a 2% chance to succeed. Quiet has a base 2% chance to succeed, so it's pretty low. I can bump that up to a 20% chance, which I'm going to take.
Eyes on target.
We're going to get Chuck to defend them, in case they clap back.
The VIP.
We're going to get Guy
I'm here
to investigate them in case, so we can keep an eye on them.
surveilling target.
We're going to get the rest of the team to just do their ordinary jobs. So we've got, wow, a lot of unrest has just ticked up. So European Union's on its way up, North Korea's high, and Saudi Arabia are high. So we're going to have to start putting out some fires here. So fire is going to stabilize North Korea.
Will restore peace.
Distal is going to stabilize Saudi Arabia. And you can see the agents here. We're going to start killing some agents. And Germany is going to stabilize Europe.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Alright, let's confirm assignments. And we should just start killing. Oh, I think any servant or protectorate agent that we find is KOS now.
On guard.
We have a 20% chance to capture this alien. Plasma cannon technology has been researched. We want to get improved plasma cannon, I think. Nuclear torpedoes are done as well. We're now able to take ships of the line. This allows us to the following ship becomes Lancers and Dreadnoughts, and allows for heavy plasma cannon research. That's what we want. Let's get ships of the line researching. And we want to set ships of the line to max speed. Good. We've got another slot here. We'll get heavy plasma batteries researching. We're just firing through that endgame technology now.
We've got some intel on our target.
That should stop him going to ground. Yes, critical success detaining the alien. That's another alien in our special alien jail. We've detained Xenoform Alpha 5 for interrogation. We expect to learn a great deal of information from the aliens during questioning. From our interrogations, we will receive significant bonus to research going forward. They rolled a 1, which is the best. That's a nat 20. Well done, Quiet. That's another filthy alien in jail. It's very xenophobic of me, sounding like a humanity first person.
Things are stabilizing.
No, humanity first. Don't put them in jail. We all know that. Coup d'etat in Nicaragua.
Things are cooling off.
Order is returning.
A remass scoop. I'm interested to see what that is.
If these results are accurate, we're about to upend the entire medical system. Not a soul outside this room can hear about it until we're certain our patents are watertight.
Well, every time I hear
and
Chairman Soren Van Wyck, I get more and more annoyed.
Gentlemen, we're about to profit from life itself.
Terra used the D100, so it was a nat 1 then, but which is good. Or nat 100.
Board meeting minutes.
Humans have long chased immortality, or at least some way of meaningfully delay the Reaper's arrival. Through predictive genetics, although predictive genetics is no philosopher's stone, it is an enormous leap forward towards the long sustainment of our lives, as well as dramatically improve the quality of life during our later decades. Stemming from its foundation, the Human Genome Project, the latest advancements in predictive genetics will, in time, allow medical personnel to identify and correct for markers associated with complex diseases ranging from type 2 diabetes to the most obscure genetic disorders, and even most cancers. When combined with innovative analytic and cutting-edge AI, humans can expect to live longer, healthier lives. Once the nations of the world take full advantage of these latest developments, all but a few of the diseases and disorders which have blighted our species since we first crawled from the oceans will soon be things of the past. Cool. No, nat 1 is critical success, like Dark Heresy. Cool. Let's get clean energy. Thank you for reminding me, Crash Test. Let's try and save the world as well. Ships of the line is on its way. Plasma batteries is almost done. Let's keep going. I'm excited. I've got this like feel that we're getting there, you know? Like I'm getting really excited. Come on, guys. What else have we got to research here? Alien warships will give us 5% less damage from alien warships. Alien weapons. Wormhole tech. Let's get wormhole tech continuing to tick, since that's our end game, right? I'm so happy that we captured that alien. Still waiting for Mishap's ship to arrive. Let's just check that I didn't miss it. No, support fleet 1 is still en route. Okay. The aliens are becoming rapidly more popular in Brazil. How dare they? Let's do a surveil in this area. Oh yeah, look, there's something going on here. Let's do a surveil here.
On Overwatch.
Let's have a look.
Standing by.
What was the time limit for this again? 27th of February, we can unify. Okay. In terms of nation situations, we've got 1.8 in North Korea and 1.2 in Saudi. Let's get Jeremy, who is genuinely pretty useless, to deal with unrest. I don't know why I have such a bad reputation. I give Jeremy such a bad time. I go, you're the most useless agent. He's far better than any agent we had at the start of the game, but he's not as good as Guy or Chuck. So I've decided he's terrible. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to start dealing with people, because I'm fed up with Protectorate agents and servants, especially. We're not going to kill Eric because he's our guy, but let's just
see me coming.
Let's start cleaning
Where
up.
do you need me?
And you can protect Guy.
On guard.
Because I'm fed up with him causing me problems, if we're being completely honest.
We'll see what we can find.
Okay. Done. And on pause. We're just waiting for these last bits of research to pop.
Defending the VIP. Surveilling target area.
Ships of the line is done. We now have access to Lancers and Dreadnoughts. Let's have a look at those, shall we? Heavy plasma cannons are also available Fantastic. A large nose mounted plasma emitter that can damage targets all over a battlefield once brought to bear. That is exactly what we want. Let's have a look at our new ships. This is what we're going to be next stream. We are going to war with the aliens. We're finally at that position. So this is a gunship. This is the lowest ship. This is a Lancer. Wow, that's a lot of... We're also definitely going to use the advanced tech versions of these now. So the wet mass of the Lancer is 2,100 tons. It has a crew of 100. We're looking at, what, 1, 2, 3, 6 utility modules, 4 nose hardpoints, 3 hull hardpoints, 1 radiator, 1 battery, 1 power plant. That's the Lancer. We also have the Dreadnought. So the Dreadnought has a smaller nose mounting point, same amount of utility modules. We're looking at 8 hull hardpoints. Hull hardpoints are hull weapons. So you're looking at things like we could put plasma batteries on there or tons of phaser PD if we wanted to do that. They could all fit in here. I've got a feeling if we go for... Where's nose weapons? If we're looking at plasma cannons, the heavy plasma cannon is probably going to be a 4 slot, which means we can only really use Lancers for that. How does this even fit in here? Oh, that's really awkward, isn't it? So we're probably going to have to look... Once we've got the heavy plasma researched, I'll see what the size of it is, but we're probably looking at a Lancer. If we look at the other stuff we've got for Lancers, so we look at the power plant, we've got the flow stabilized Z-pinch reactor. The Dreadnought is thick, isn't it, Crash Test? Somewhere, a police chief whose jurisdiction includes a certain bridge has become nervous. Damn it, Jenkins! Why do they keep dying on this bridge? Why haven't you found out what's going on? We've also got the Zeta Helion drive. We've got... actually, we still have adamantine armor as our main thing. In terms of battery here, we use a quantum battery. Putting a radiator. I think we're still just sticking to tin droplet radiators. I'm not going to build this ship right now, but this is kind of how it's looking. In terms of utility, I'm not sure what we want to put on here. These are outpost kits. We don't need magazines if we're using all energy weapons. Hydron traps, I don't think do much for us. So this will do something for us. That's a 50% bonus to speed. I think the hydron trap is better than the slush one. Yeah, it is. Then you've got the liquid hydrogen containment. Yeah, these are just smaller versions of it. We can't fit a laser engine on here for some reason. Why not? What else have we got? Space Science Lab, Neutronium Spiker, 35% bonus to fission and fusion drives. We don't have one of those. This isn't a fusion drive, is it? It is a fusion plasma drive. So we could use a Neutronium Spiker here as well. Institutionalizing will allow ships to repropellant at an unimproved half sites and produce... Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Heat sinks. We haven't ever put any heat sinks in our ships. So, but this is our basics, and then in terms of engines, we'd go for max, I think. So that's we fit 6 of those. And then if we even just start putting some engines in here, we can get up to quite an insane amount of cruise delta V. Holy wow. How far can I take this? Not that I'm going to be able to put this much on here, but I'm curious as to what the limit is. Can I just type in here? Oh, I can actually go up to 999 propellant tanks if I want to. Can I go higher than that? Yeah, I can. Okay, so that's just mad maths. So why can't I fit on laser engines? Which is weird. I'll need to find out why I can't do that. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. We obviously just need to get the advanced plasma cannons researched before we can fit the ship out. But that'll be quite fun to get those deployed. Global energy crisis. Oh dear. A sudden and dramatic spike in energy prices is pushing Earth's economies to the brink. Does this sound familiar? Analysts remain uncertain as to the exact cause of the spike, though many blame uncertainty stemming from the alien arrival. What is clear is that factories are being forced to scale down production or even shut down entirely, while residents of colder climes are facing bleak winters without sufficient heating. If no additional sources of energy can be found, the world economy will soon suffer severe shortages. No laser weapons, of course, mishaps. I haven't put any of the phasers on yet. Conversely, nations with ample access to energy resources may easily weather the storm, even profit from it. So we can't inject hydrocarbons because we don't have enough stockpiled. We can't promote fission because we haven't researched nuclear fission in space. And we can't sponsor the Crystal Fusion power plants because we haven't researched... Oh no, we haven't got enough water for this one. And we don't have enough... We should have enough... Oh, we don't have enough money for this one. So basically, I don't have enough resources to do anything, but... All nations under our control will suffer GDP loss and inequality increase, modified by local oil regions and global fission and fusion tech levels at 100% strength. Damn. Elite marine assault units are available for research. Infrared phaser cannons are available.
Problem solved.
Boom.
Permanently.
The bridge. Yeah, we don't have money for fishing, which is a shame. Spinal Collar Mark 1. What is that? Improved Spinal Mount Colgun. Okay. Oh, aliens just arrived. 6th of October fleet arrived. I wasn't paying attention to that. That's fine, though. Got a whole bunch of ships just arrived, but they're all kind of together. So let's get the fleets mobilized. We'll get Task Group Charlie to intercept. Because they're all together, we shouldn't need to worry. Oh, there's a ship at Sol. But these are all at low Earth orbit together, so we'll transfer to you. They're not going to detonate the sun or something, are they? And then we'll get the High Fleet to transfer in as well. Let's get a space battle on the go. Lots of alien movement happening right now. For some reason, High Fleet got there before Charlie Fleet, which is weird. So Task Group Charlie is going to be doing this battle. We want to do a short wall, heavy, center, engage. Let's get a space battle done. Series of international bridge murders continue. 2 destroyers and 2 gunships. Now, last time, I think because I set a primary target, we didn't defend properly. So I'm actually going to just let weapons go free here and see what happens. We are going to limit missile launching. That's the only thing that's going to happen here. But I'm just going to let the ships... Oh, but I do want to set a primary target. Well, let's just let this play out for a couple of turns and see what the situation's like, and then I'll take it from there. Because the thing that killed the Mark Saidi was that there wasn't cooperative missile defense. The Mark Saidi ended up defending just on its own, and none of the ships around it contributed their PD, and that's kind of what killed it. So we've got the Battleship Decisive Action, the Battleship Duke of Ur, which is the sister ship for the Mark Saidi in my head. We've got the Willing Burden, the Independence, the Captain Griff, the Resolution. This machine kills invaders. Rozensky's binoculars, the Shibby McShipface, Pike, and Corvette. Yes, the Battleship Corvette is here. Okay, we've got Collins firing already. I'm actually just going to let the missiles fire. I want to see how the fleet does with no orders. Okay, so far everything's been shot down. I feel like we should be in missile range. Nobody's firing because I haven't given them a primary target yet. Interesting. They're not auto-firing without a primary target. I did actually know that. I've just forgotten it. So we'll primary target you, and I'll just get everyone to padlock. We probably don't need to do this. This is going to be overkill, but why not? Yeah, that's our primary down. We can probably stop firing missiles now. We didn't need to fire missiles in the first place, if we're totally honest. I'm glad that Charlie Fleet's actually getting a little bit of action. Looks like I haven't turned off all the missiles, but that's okay. That's better. There's a nice linked PD situation. This gunship's in a very bad situation. Okay, that's another nice victory for Earth Fleet. But takeover took some damage. So the aliens are doing a little bit better in combat, but really not that much better. And that's mission complete. 7.7 exotics isn't bad. Cool. Alright. Make sure that Earth selected. Nah, it didn't work. Task Group Charlie need to transfer back to Scaffold Shipyard, where they will automatically repair and rearm. Best part of the new update is that they will do that. And then we'll get the High Fleet to go back as well. I wonder why they got there first. I must have maybe clicked on them without realizing it. Get the Scaffold Shipyard, go. Okay, let's get to the 2 hours to do that. Spinal Railgun 1 is available, but we're going to switch to plasma cannons.
Things are cooling off.
So this is going to keep triggering by the looks of it. What am I missing? I need 30k cash. Can we sell anything just now? I've actually forgotten how we do this. I think I do it through the Intel tab. No, I don't think I can. Maybe I can do it. I can't do it while this is here, unfortunately.
Things are stabilizing.
So is the energy crisis going to keep popping up until I have a way of dealing with it? Also, apparently I've committed an atrocity, which I do not remember. Oh no, I think someone launched a nuke or something while I controlled the nation. I didn't realize. How do I sell stuff? I haven't actually needed to sell stuff before, but I probably should get into that so we've got enough money to deal with this when it pops up again. Probably need to... There's a global marketplace, isn't there? I've never had to deal with it before. Maybe not. I'll have to look into that off stream. Heavy plasma cannons are available. Yeah, they use 4 control points, 4 hard points. So the heavy plasma cannon does require the Lancer. Heavy plasma batteries are done as well. Super heavy IR phaser cannon. That sounds like an upgrade. Let's grab that. Let's also grab elite marine assault units.
Here's what we found.
Okay. Super heavy green phaser cannon is available. So many weapon types popping up now. I need to check to see which ones we actually want for next time. Okay, Pakistan and Chile have just had... Pakistan's just gone... Must have changed hands, because something really weird happened there. Okay, we've got some fusion reactors done. Yeah, so Lancer only. That's what I thought, mishaps. So we'll be building Lancers because I want those big guns on our big ships. Our main focus right now is going to be having a ship design that we can lay down for the next stream. For next stream, we're going to start getting tons of mission control getting constructed. Those 2 stations will finish pretty early on. And that's really our main thing. We'll get fleets built around Mars. We'll get mission to Jupiter researched, and we'll start moving out there. In terms of what we're going to do right now, I'm getting quite tired, and what I did last time was I really killed myself streaming too late. So we're probably going to wrap this up maybe next turn, but I'm just going to do a little bit more right now. So what do we need to defend here? Japan is defending, so we'll get fire on that.
Reporting in.
No, fire. Yeah, fire can do that. Defend Japan.
Making things
And this
safe
is all
for our
Japan,
people.
isn't it?
Where do you need me?
Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at the rest of the nations. We've got 1.8 unrest in North Korea and 1.7 unrest in Saudi Arabia, same as it's been for the whole stream. So let's get Distal into North Korea to deal with that. And we'll get
We'll
Clarkdad.
restore peace to this nation.
I just realized I need to spend a little bit on that or it's not going to work. I want to make sure.
We'll
93
turn
should be
down the
fine.
heat.
We're going to get Chuck
Ready
to
for
destroy
orders.
this alien asset we detected.
Where to?
We're going to get
Gear up.
Guy. We're going to just keep going
Ready.
after servants, I think. I'm honestly just fed up with them messing around with me. So we've got servant here, or we could maybe hit up a protectorate. As long as we don't kill Samantha. Let's drop this guy who's in Paris.
I have them in my sights.
We'll get quiet
Well
to defend.
I'll keep them
Okay,
safe.
confirm assignments. And let's just see what the state of the galaxy, the solar system is after this turn.
Defending the VIP.
Protecting our interests.
Super heavy IR phaser cannons are done. That's another 4 slot. Let's get the, where is it? Super heavy green phaser cannon researched. Alien
I
fleet
will
launches for
report
Union
when my
Station.
mission is complete.
Okay. That's pretty important to know about. Let's rename this fleet. I think I can rename it from here. Where are they? I'm trying to see them. Hang on, this is fleet number 239. .293. Where's 239? Oh, this is not the best interface. Right, let's try this again. This is Victor 239. I can't rename them from here, so I need to go into the ships menu. Victor 239 is what I'm looking for. I just wanted to minimize that, not click out of it. Try this for a third time. Okay. Victor 239 is what I'm looking for. Victor 239, here we go. Wow, this is very laggy right now. Okay, there we go. Union Station 24 deck. So we have quite a big fleet heading for Union Station on the 24th of December. So let's check where Union Station is. I think that's in Earth orbit. Union Station is in Mercury orbit. Okay, this is a research campus station, so I can see why they're heading for it. So what we'll do in preparation for them arriving, so I don't forget next time we play, we'll get Task Group Mercury to transfer to Union Station. And they will be there ready to meet the aliens when they arrive. I will also send Bravo Fleet Thoughts and Prayers, which is our other fleet that orbits Mercury, to defend Union Station as well. So both those fleets will be waiting around Union Station next time so that I don't miss it. That'll be pretty terrible to do. We've got some more fusion reactor farms have been built. Task Group Mercury is done. Yeah. We're still waiting for the Mishaps class ship to make it to Mars, so it's taking its time, unfortunately. What else do we want to do here? I don't need spinal mount coal guns or rail guns. We're not going to research those. We're going for plasma cannons. Let's complete advanced climate modeling.
They won't be causing
And that's
us any more problems.
Another agent dropped off the end of a bridge. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us. Is Victor 3000 heading for Earth? Yes, it is. 1st of November. Okay. This is a Dreadnought. So that... Oh, damn it. I forgot to check the number. This is very buggy. Not a great way to end a stream. So let's go back. This is Victor 300. Okay. Come on again. Come on. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong menu. Here we go. Victor 300. Here it is. Earth. November. 1. Smart spacecraft defenses is 5% damage reduction from enemy ships. It is something I want to pick up, but not something I'm desperate to pick up yet. Okay, there's our new ring core for one of our stations for Rushima's done.
Order is returning.
The situation remains chaotic.
You know what? That was a 93% chance for that stabilization mission to complete, and I just assumed it would work, and I didn't really worry about it, and it just failed. I was going to go back and spend more ops on it, but I thought, no, 93%, I don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to get XCOM'd on a 93% roll. Well done, Chuck. You're excellent at destroying aliens on Earth. Okay, now we're at plus 3k income, now that all this is finished. Good. Money's going to start pouring in. We're negative on metals, I've just noticed, but that's what the Marines are for when they finally get set up. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. It's definitely getting close to end of stream time, but that alien fleet is going to arrive tomorrow. So we're going to fight that battle, and then I'm probably going to end the stream. So that just means we need to set up assignments for this turn. So, let's have a look at the state of Earth. We've got 1.8 in North Korea, 1.2 in Saudi Arabia. That's the only place I'm really worried about. No one needs defending. So in terms of our agents, we're going to get Fire to stabilize North Korea.
We'll make
we're going to get
things
Distal to stabilize North Korea. We're very close to being able to integrate South Korea into South Korea and make it Korea. We're going to get Clark Dad to stabilize Saudi Arabia. We're going to get Chuck to do another surveil in Brazil, just in case anything else going on around here. We're going to get Guy to hunt down another enemy, which is probably going to make them hate me so much. We're going to go after a servant here. We're going to go after Hitomi. We've got a 99% chance to assassinate them with an investment of 8 ops. And we're going to get Quiet to defend Guy while they do that.
On guard.
The war is all about space right now. I'm just cleaning up Earth. We don't want to deal with them anymore. Let's deal with this alien fleet that's about to arrive. Economy contracts in South Korea. That's frustrating.
Defending the VIP. Initiating surveillance.
Alien fleet has arrived. Let's fight this dreadnought. Oh, you might put a cat there. So let's get Task Group Charlie to intercept the dreadnought. Oh, the dog's just woken up again. You might hear her. And then we're going to get the High Fleet to also intercept the dreadnought. Done. And then we'll just wait for that to trigger. Oh, I accidentally clicked off Earth, so it's going to go really slowly. Task Group Charlie got there first. We'll tell them to engage. They'll fail to engage. And then we'll be able to do what we want to do with High Fleet. So we'll do a tight, short wall, heavy, and center. Engage. Last battle of the stream. Let's go. Alright, this is going to be an easy one. It's a dreadnought, so I'm not going to hold back here. We're going to launch everything we've got at them. We're just going to padlock. Actually, I don't even need to padlock, I don't think. I'll padlock as we go. Because the ship we're firing at is pretty slow. Why do you have a red? This ship can no longer control its thrusters due to low fuel or critical damage to its bridge. What happened to the Cedric? Has there been a mutiny on board? That ship was fully repaired and rearmed after its last engagement, and in fact hasn't seen combat in a while. So why are they unable to control their ship? That's a weird bug. They seem like they can operate their ship okay. We'll keep an eye on them for this battle. There's a cat on the desk, so you may hear her. But let's keep moving and see what happens. Taking a while to get into combat range here. Let's have a look at the dreadnought. It's fleeing, I think. No, it's not. It's moving towards our fleet. It's just taking its time to do so. We seem to have started off at a very large distance. I'm not sure what's going on with the Cedric. But we're about to close. It's taking a long time to close to combat distance in this one. Very long time to close to combat range. Here we go. Pick up the missiles. Cold guns aren't firing. This is those missiles fire. He must have flown away at the start of the engagement, that's all I can think of. Doesn't sound like any of our cold guns are firing. Oh, they're firing. And all the missiles are firing as well. Well, Flying Tortoise is taking a lot of damage. See, that's the same problem again. We're not getting reciprocal fire from our PD. There's no way this battleship, yeah, is destroyed. Okay, we used a lot of resources there. I need to find out what's going on with our PD situation, because now the PD's fine. It must be when I've got a primary target set. They must be choosing not to fire their PD to help their allies. That's very concerning, unless it's something to do with the latest update. Because we've never had problems like that in the past, and now we've lost 3 ships in this stream to that same situation. Something I need to investigate afterwards, I think. Let's let this battle finish, which it just did. So we lost the sudden detonation and the Flying Tortoise. I already made one joke in the stream about the sudden detonation suddenly detonating, and then it went ended, so that was obviously prophetic. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. So we've finally hit our goal, our research goal. We have Lancers, we have plasma cannons, we have Zeta Helion drives, we have the Zeta Helion reactor. We are ready to build our alien killing fleet. It is sad that we've lost some ships, but it does mean we've freed up a little bit of mission control. And we're going to spend pretty much all of our mission control on getting this fleet together. And we're going to start clearing the aliens out of the solar system. We're going to start with Jupiter. Then we're going to move out to Saturn. Then we're going to move out to Uranus. Then we're going to move out to Neptune. And we're going to finish off by going for their main base, which is on Salacia, all the way up here. It's going to be an interesting campaign, but we will get there. We are finally getting into the final stages of this game. Thank you, everybody who's jumped on for the stream. I know the game isn't super exciting right now. I'm doing my best to make it as entertaining as possible, but it will get more interesting as we move into the end of this. For those of you who have somehow missed it, voting for Hive Fleet is back in action. I'm going to try and get a vote up every other day until all the votes are done. So expect another one tomorrow. And we're moving on to phase 2 of regiments. Not phase 2, operation 2. That'll be coming up soon. And I've got a few other things in the pipeline as well. I hope you've all had a good day. I hope you have a good evening, night, morning, whatever. Thank you so much again for joining. I do really appreciate everybody who's here. Obviously, always feel free to chat away as well. I'm really happy for people to chat. Thank you again, and I will see you very, very soon. But for now, I'll catch you in the next stream or the next video. Have a great morning, noon, or night. Ciao for now.